All right, Dev, they're congregating over there, but there's a lot of movement going on. Should be about 300, yeah?
Yeah, 284, 282 on the dot.
I'm off safety, here we go.
He comes in that opening, he stops, kill him.
Cody, are you ready? I'm in the great state of New Mexico, and really one of the hunts I look forward to every year is to chase these great antelope in the open plains of New Mexico. There is some tremendous genetics here that makes it possible to shoot some really good trophies. The key is to find some great ground. Obviously, when you're talking about vast amounts of terrain, you need to make sure you have areas that have a higher concentration. There's water, resources, obviously proteins to get the horns bigger, and I think we found a great spot. So first order of business, get some elevation, look over a lot of country, find some target bucks, and get after it. So we are hunting starting tomorrow. It's a short season with these hunts, so you have just a few days to get the job done. So got here a little early, looking over some country the day before and hoping to find the kind of buck that we're looking for so we can get after it over the next couple of days. So we're doing a little scouting here. We got some elevation. Dev just spotted this group of speed goats moving around, and there was a buck with them who separated out, and he has potential. We got it on a spotting scope, and we're getting some footage of him, but this looks really promising.
So you look at his height, see how much taller he is above his ears?
Yep.
And then you look at his prongs, and his prongs are, I mean, he's heavy, and
That's an impressive looking goat for sure.
that's a good goat.
He has height, he has that mass, and obviously the cutters, Dev is able to see much better than me, but I think this is one we want to get a closer look at. We still can't quite hunt him, but at least we know he's in the area, which is huge. It's not quantity, folks, it's quality, and that's the kind of goat I came for.
Yes, sir.
First light. We made our way to the area. We bedded them last night, and the buck and the group of about 7 or 8 females are there. Really excited to try and get a better look at them. We want to be very cautious not to bump them too much, but we're now pretty much inside of 1,000 yards, and we'll be able to see exactly what we have here, so we'll keep you posted. A lot of horn there. It's a big antelope. So it was really a confirmation of what we saw last night. You know, when you are looking for a spectacular antelope, there's so many pieces that need to fall into place, and last night we located one with a group of about 10 does, but we were looking at them from about 2 miles. When an antelope impresses you from that distance, that's when you got to get a better look at. So first thing this morning we came They stayed in the area. We put them to bed, and we were able to locate them, and now we're comfortably inside of 1,000 yards, and he confirmed everything we saw from distance. He has the height, the mass, the curl, just an absolute stud. But we do have 50,000 plus acres to ourselves, and we're going to do a little bit more due diligence, see what's floating around. So we're going to go out, see what's out there, and then the next time we come back to this area, it's to try and get them on the ground. This is exactly the kind of goat I was hoping to find, and I'm very excited about the potential of this ranch. All right, the pressure's starting to mount a little bit. It's late morning by the time we located the big buck. He's with the herd, and there's a lot of eyes. There's 11 antelope together, 10 does with him, and they seem to be heading into the bedding area. So, Dev has a little bit of a plan. He has a cow decoy. We're going to try and use it. The problem here is we have to go through some open country. So, Dev, if you can tell us what you're thinking here.
Yeah, they're about 1,000 yards out, so I'm thinking what we do is we make a little circle kind of around towards them. We'll pop that decoy up and just kind of stay low.
Okay.
And kind of not really V-line them, but we'll kind of wrap around them and see if we can get in. I think we should be able to kind of cut them off the way they're working right there towards the left, and we should have a shot if we can get close
Sounds
enough.
good. So, this is not going to be ideal for filming, but we're going to just really stay in a tight line and see how it goes. This is what we're going to be using?
Yeah, just stay kind of in a tight line, walk kind of directly behind me. We're not going to really beeline them. We're going to kind of angle around them.
Sounds great.
That way it looks natural.
over, so we're gonna have to expose ourselves. If they bust, we'll back out.
Okay.
I don't wanna push them out of the area.
Just come here to the left, and if they bust it, it is what it is. We'll just...
Let's try. Let's try. Two of those does are starting to move a little faster.
I think they winded us or something.
Yeah, now they're all starting to go. Damn. It was a big risk.
They busted.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. Late morning, we had to cover some open area to get on them. The last thing we want to do is push them out of the
we don't
area.
want to push them any farther, or else we're not going to be able to get back on them for this evening.
We're running out of days, but I want to keep them in this area. We'll give them a shot this evening.
Yeah,
Sounds
for
good to
sure.
me. All right. The magical moment is upon us, so we have found what we believe to be the kind of antelope that I was looking for here. He is absolutely in the mid-80s. We're getting a little bit of an early start. They're up and about. The problem is we have about a 1,200 yard stock. About 500 of it is in some good cover, and then it opens up. So we're going to press through and see what we can do, but I have never been more excited to go after a big antelope than this guy. He is one that we hope to be able to share with all of you. Still about 1,000 yards out. Super exciting. We got a long way to go. They're all kind of congregated together. Close as much ground as we can before it opens up. It's gonna get tricky here, but it's not easy to kill a big goat, so we got some challenges to overcome. Straight in front of us. Harder to see now.
Good spot, though.
We've lost some elevation, so it's a lot harder to find them. We're still 700-800 yards, if not more, out. We're now starting to really close the distance, but as we knew, it's starting to get a little bit more open, so we gotta be really, really cautious here. Because if this doesn't come good, it's going to be very difficult to find them again. So we are just inside of 600 yards, and they're moving hopefully closer towards us. There's not a lot of ground we can make up now because it's wide open. We have the cow decoy, which might give that a shot, but we're going to see if they move our direction. Right now we're going to be patient. We've just spotted them. They're right on the edge of the main highway. We don't want to push them over, so we're going to stalk very carefully now. Stay right behind me. All right, Dev, they're congregating over there, but there's a lot of movement going on. Where's the buck? I can't see him right now.
He's the one on the far left. There's a cedar out in the open. You got 4 does that are right on the right hand side in between those two cedars.
Gotcha.
And let me get a range on that real quick. So
Yeah.
let me get a range on that real quick.
Yeah. Should be about 300, yeah?
Yeah, 284, 282 on the dot.
Gotcha.
He's right now he's the one on the left there. He's kind of working him back and forth, so just kind of hold off a second.
Okay. Cody, you're gonna have to get on him. You should not be able to see him right now because of that. Those weeds.
He's behind the shrub.
Yeah.
He's tucked.
Doe's clearing to the right. I'm sure he's gonna follow. I'm just gonna set up in that opening.
Yeah, the doe's gonna come to the right. He should follow her. He has his head down right now.
Okay.
He just picked his head up.
Got you. All right. I'm off safety. Here we go.
Okay, he's coming to the right. He's gonna come out in that opening. When he comes in that opening, he stops, kill him.
There, he stopped. Dev, I'm gonna take him. Cody, are you ready?
Yep, I'm on him.
Here we go. Unreal. You know, these big ones never come easy. We had one of the longest stalks I've done, certainly in North America, going back and forth and following them all over the place. This is a big buck, folks, and he definitely made it interesting. Cody did a fantastic job, obviously, with the camera, as always. Got a little bit of the shakes going on here. The juice is wearing off. Dev did a unbelievable job just staying on him. We followed him for about 3 miles, honestly. It's getting last light, and we had to make it happen. It was not going to be easy. This country is open, and we just got ourselves a great big buck, and I'm so excited to bring this to you at a Hunter's Quest. Awesome.
Go ahead and rack a shot real quick. He should be about 40 or 50 yards ahead. We just want to make sure he's down here.
You got it. He did go down pretty quickly. We'll be ready just in case. Cody, just come right behind me, okay? Cody's got to be really close here. Deb, let me go in front. I think I see him. Looks like he's down. He's down, and we got ourselves a fantastic goat. Wow. The shot did the job. And folks, that's what a stud speed goat looks like. His cutters are even a little bit better than we thought. Dev, look at that.
And that's a spectacular pronghorn.
Spectacular, unbelievable. I really, judging these guys are super difficult. I'll be the first to admit. You need an expert like Deb to figure things out. But even I, when I laid eyes on it the first time we saw him, knew we had something special. It was instant when you see a big animal, and he gave us the runaround. We had a failed stalk. We chased him around for about 3 miles, but you know what? A big old goat like this with this harem makes you work. I am so proud and happy, and tremendous teamwork on the part of Dev and obviously Cody getting this on film and making this happen. I am most excited to share this incredible hunt with you guys at a Hunter's Quest. I've had the high privilege of hunting pretty much everything in North America, and one of the hunts that I always look forward to. Don't get to do it every year, but I've had some really awesome antelope hunts, and I think the place I'm hunting is about as important as the animal. I love coming to New Mexico. It is truly the land of enchantment. I've spent some quality time with my family here and met this young up-and-coming outfitter that said he's going to get me the biggest goat that I've taken, and we just completed that quest. It has been one heck of an honor to hunt with Devin Chavez. He has gotten us on certainly the biggest goat that I've taken, but the ranch we're hunting is over 50,000 acres. There is certainly a fair share of goats, but finding a big one is always a challenge, and certainly we were able to turn this guy up, and 2 days of very hard hunting was needed to make this happen. But this is one that really is special to me because we were able to get it on film. It's one thing to, do the hunt and get a big trophy, but there's so much involved in filming and putting all of it together to share with all of you. And the fact that Cody was along for the journey and we were able to document this is that much more special. So, great big antelope buck down in the land of enchantment, New Mexico. Couldn't be happier, excited to share this at A Hunter's Quest.